I have just made an incredibly delicious batch of tahini date oat bars. They're fully plant-based, naturally gluten-free, and so simple to make. So let's go see how easy they are to make now. But before we do that, if you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and remember to let me know how you get on in the comments. So you want to get 200 grams of pitted dates. These dates are quite hard, so I'm gonna have to soak them. If I used chopped dates, then I'd have to probably just soak them for 10 minutes. I want to get them nice and squishable. These have been soaking for about an hour. You'll find that they're nice and squishable, so you want to drain off all that water, give it a nice shake, and then if they're really soft you could just squish them with your hands, but if you've got a hand blender then that works nicely too. So I've just got my hand blender here and I'm gonna pulse it through here until it turns into nice pulpy paste. So I really did only need to go through that a few times just to get this nice pasty pulp, and it doesn't matter if you've got some chunks of dates in there as well. The odd little one adds to the charm in the bars we're going to make. And then I've got these quick cook oats. You can use Scottish oats. If you've got porridge oats that are a bit thicker, or thick jumbo oats rather, just blend them down a little bit in your blender. 50 grams of pumpkin seeds, give them a little mix in. If you like what you see, remember I've actually written cookbooks. Add my dates in, and then I'm gonna add in tahini. If you haven't got tahini, just use peanut butter or almond butter or cashew nut butter instead. And then I am going to put about half a teaspoon of almond extract. You could also put a teaspoon of vanilla in if you want to. You'll probably find it's quite hard to mix this in because it's so tough, in which case just get your hands in there and lovingly squish it all together until everything comes together nicely. Treat it like a nice gentle massage for your food until it all comes together and is mixed together well, like that. And the next thing you want to do is get an oven proof dish. This one is about 10 inches by 6.5 inches. You want to line it with parchment paper, pop all your mixture in, pack it down evenly and firmly, as tightly as you can. There you go. I'm just smoothing it down with a spoon. Just gonna pop that in. I've just got this mini oven here, which is nice and handy for this small size. So you want to let that bake until it's just gently tanned on the top like that, and then once it's baked, let it cool down. So once it's cooled down, you can chop it into squares or bars. And then you've got the option of melting some chocolate and then drizzling it on. Let's have a little taste. I think you're gonna like them. If you like what you see, give this a thumbs up and let me know how you get on in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.